everyone, if I ask you what success looks like, many of us would probably imagine achievements, awards, or perfect grades. However, today I want to ask a different questions. What happens when success doesn't come as planned? Imagine this. Two students receive exactly the same exam result. Both of them fail. One closes the paper and whispers, "Maybe I'm just not smart enough." And the other one takes a deep breath and says, "Not yet. I just not figured it out yet." Same classroom, same teacher, same score. However, two completely different futures. What makes the difference? It's not intelligence. It's not talent. It's resilience and adaptability. Good evening, respected judges and my beloved audience. My name is Salsabila Yasmin, a psychology student from Harkat Negeri University. And today I would like to share why resilience and adaptability are the most essential skill for future generations. Ladies and gentlemen, we often hear people say that today's generation has endless opportunities. We have access to artificial intelligence or AI, unlimited information and technology that previous generation could only dream of. Yet, despite all of these advantages, many young people feel overwhelmed. According to Deloitte's 2025 global survey, 40% of Gen Z reported feeling stressed or anxious all or most of the time. They compare themselves on social media, they fear making mistakes, they worry about choosing the wrong career. Many even experience what psychologists call the quarter life crisis, a period filled with uncertainty, self-doubt, and the pressure to have everything figured out before life has truly begun. The problem is not that we are weak. The problem is that the world changes faster than we expect. A career can disappear because of automation. Skills become outdated within a few years. Plans change unexpectedly. If we only learn how to success, we might struggle when life refuses to follow our plans. This is why psychology teaches us something powerful. Professor Carol Dweck introduced the concept of the growth mindset, the belief that our abilities are not fixed but can be developed through learning, persistence, and effort. People with a growth mindset don't see failure as evidence that they are incapable. Instead, they see failure as information, a lesson, and a stepping stone toward improvement. This is exactly what resilience looks like. Resilience doesn't mean pretending that everything is fine. It doesn't mean never feeling afraid, disappointed, or exhausted. It means choosing to move forward even when those feelings are real. However, resilience alone is not enough. We also need adaptability. Adaptability is our ability to adjust when life changes unexpectedly. Think about the COVID-19 pandemic. Students had to learn from home. Teachers had to redesign their lessons. Businesses changed the way they operated almost overnight. Those who adapted were not always the smartest people in the room. They were the ones willing to learn, unlearn, and learn again. So, what should future generations truly pursue? Not perfection, not life without failure, but the courage to keep learning, to stay curious, to adapt, and to rise again after every setback. Because the future will never belong to those who have all the answers. It will belong to those who are willing to keep asking questions. It will belong to those who continue growing when circumstances demand change. And perhaps, years from now, success will not be measured by how many times we avoid failure. It will be measured by how many times we refuse to let failure define us. So, if life ever places you in front of a closed door, remember this: a closed door is not always the end of your journey. Remember, sometimes closed door is simply an invitation to find another way forward. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me. I hope you've all learned something new from it and enjoyed it. Thank you.